All right.
Monica, how the little one doing?
They are doing good. What just happened? They are in Texas with my sister. What is this? Okay. Yeah. How's your boy?
He's growing. He's active. He just made 5 months. So
I bet he like 2 feet tall by now.
he's over 2 feet actually.
Really? Dang.
Yep, right at 20 pounds. So he's at this rate, he's probably gonna be taller than me, bigger than me.
He gonna beat you.
Yeah. Yep. So he definitely has the genes for it. So
That don't make no sense. No sense at all.
Oh my God.
it's interesting. You might I don't know, he's been pretty active since he got home, so y'all might hear some screaming in the background, but he's okay.
Oh.
Hold on, I'll make sure the stream on YouTube. Okay. All right, and KJ's gonna be late. So I'm hosting until she gets here. That's so quiet.
Ugh.
I'm so happy to see you. I see, like, you're not in person, but I see you. Did you share already? Y'all hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay, just making sure. All right. Share to Facebook now. What's up, everybody? I think Troof is coming. I don't know when, but I gave him the link last night. So yes, week 7, man. Week 7. I almost didn't make it, but I'm here.
We made it.
We did. We made it. So I'm happy for that. But welcome everybody to the Situationships Cafe. I'm joined by AJ Saelah Hall and Monica Gollman, the stars of Situationships. Is this the first time? Wait, since week 1? Have I had both of y'all at the same time?
Yes.
Pause.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shut up.
They go back.
Huh?
With the pause. Okay. But it's been like 6 weeks since that happened. So, yeah. Man, okay, y'all. I need a moment because I almost thought I was gonna have to postpone episode 7 because we had some last minute post-production woes. But we cut it out. I'm happy. I'm like 95% happy.
By the skin of our teeth.
Right. Literally editing to the last minute. So I became a sound editor last week. Not that I would do it for anybody else, but I learned quick, especially when you have no choice. So yeah, shout out to everybody that got me through the last 48 hours before the episode was finally posted.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't make it without you, especially KJ. Listen. But yeah, so episode 7, nobody acted like they were surprised at episode 7. Like, you think it was expected? A reunion, I'm saying, not the actual content of the episode.
I think at some point, everybody was kind of expecting, like, okay, they gotta meet up at some point. There has to be some apology. Something has to happen, and whatever
some type of closure.
Some type of closure. So,
yeah, because I was like, nobody was like, oh my gosh.
Not saying that episode 7 was closure, but what I'm saying is, with the last 2 episodes, we haven't really, like, Shay's presence, she's been in them, but Shay's like presence hasn't been in the episodes, you know what I mean? So the way it kind of ended, it was just kind of like, okay. So I think it's not that people were expecting how it played out in episode 7, but they were probably not expecting that it was over for Shay. Like, I'm sure they felt like, okay, like, we're gonna see her again. We're just waiting on when.
Yep.
So,
when.
Yeah. I was like, I thought people go like, oh my gosh, Shay's back or whatever. They were just like, oh. Hey,
I think the reaction that you're looking for, or that you thought they would have, they're gonna have this week.
This week, okay. We'll see. Okay, so well, but y'all kind of saw it before you saw it, due to what happened right before we got it done. So, but now that you saw it all put together after the, the last minute touches and stuff like that, what was your, and let me point out, this was another of AJ's episodes. So this was his other baby besides episode 2. So let me start with him. How did you feel seeing it come together?
The finished product, I felt better watching it that night than I did earlier that day. I will say that. So so no, it was I was cool with it.
All my stress was worth it then. Thank you.
Yeah, no, as soon as I watched it, I sent you that message and I was like, hey, with what we had to work with, like we hit it. Like we did a great job. And you specifically did a great job, So I was pleased with it.
Christy, I just give you a big hug, a pat on the back, because baby, when I heard the original, oh my gosh, and then the finishing touch, Christy, I'm like, how she do that? It was perfect.
I don't even know. I told you, I just had to listen.
It was perfect.
I earned this MFA this week. You hear me? This like all of my practices. And I've done video editing, but sound editing is just definitely not my thing. And I had to learn really quickly. So
it was perfect.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good.
God.
So I was interested. Monica, did you have to also do ADR?
For the entire poem.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Like you couldn't, like, that's a testament to both of y'all, because you couldn't even tell.
Really?
Yeah. And the issues were sound issues, everybody, but hers was worse than yours. So
really,
I definitely had to get hers.
Yeah, and like what I mean is, like, you, Monica, you did it perfectly. Like yours lined up as far as like your lips moving, like it lined up almost like succinctly. So like
You
I'm actually interested in like, how did you do that?
So this is what I did. At first, I was having some technical difficulties because my daughter, you know, she wanted me, so I had to go in the garage and sit in the car so it could be really quiet. But it didn't work out because I was getting hot in there. I couldn't focus. And then, Chrissy, I didn't have the script printed out, so that was another thing. I'm using my son's phone and my phone, and then I'm like, bro, I have to look at the script too, right? So I was like, okay, I got to change it out. So I hooked up the printer, printed the script out. So I had the script. Then I had my phone looking at the video. Then I had my son's phone recording, right? So I'm sitting in the closet and I just sat there recording for like,
You made her a whole booth.
like
Wow.
section.
Did you get it done all in one take?
Huh?
Was it all one take?
No, I split it up like by each bar. Yeah. So.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's a big though compared to like how I did it for that.
I told her she could do pieces
big difference
because it was long. I was like, if you could send me pieces, that's fine. You know, however you want to get it done.
Yeah, no, that's dope, man. Yeah, you know, great job, both of y'all.
Oh, thank you.
Like the first time I watched it, I was like, oh snap! Like Monica didn't even have to do ADR, and then like the sound engineer in me kicked in, and I was like, oh yes, she did. I could tell, but like at first I couldn't know. So yeah,
right.
So like that's not into like, you know, engineering and stuff like that, they wouldn't even know.
yeah. I just, like I said, I just knew because like I actually like sound engineer like music, like people doing vocals and stuff like that. Yeah. So, but like at first glance, I was like, oh wait, she didn't have to do it. And then I was like, gotcha. Great job.
Right. Because I was trying to be nitpicky and I really wanted perfect sync, but I didn't have time. So
we didn't have time for that.
Yeah, I was running out of time, so I was like, I'm just gonna have to, that's as close as I can get at this point at 8 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
So, but thank y'all for the last minute changes or whatever. I thought episode 5 was gonna take me out, but Lord.
It was this one.
You had to do a lot of ADR with episode 5 too, right?
Yeah, like 3 or 4 people.
Wow.
So yeah, it was, but I figured that because it was so many different locations, it was so much going on. You know, I knew that episode was gonna be rough, but I was like, this is the easy one. You know, all we got is it's never easy in filmmaking, y'all. It's never easy.
Right.
Oh.
But talk before we get to like reactions or whatever, talk about the on-set experience, like filming this. Because okay, like I said, this was AJ's baby. And then tell them about Shay's poem, because a lot of people were reacting to Shay's poem. So tell them about that.
Who you talking to?
AJ, you
wrote it.
Yeah. Shay's poem. So on her poem, I wrote, I've been in so many situationships, you know, that like there was no real closure. And so Chrissy was like, well, just write something like what would you have wanted to hear back then? And so whenever she asked me that question, I was just like, you know what, that's actually easy. Like, you know, and so once I approached it as that, as like, okay, this is what I probably needed to hear back then. It basically wrote itself, you know. So yeah, it's actually like one of my favorite pieces.
Indeed. And this was what you auditioned with, Monica. What everybody who were trying to be Shay auditioned with.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Thanks. Sorry. Seems so insincere.
Wow. Wow.
I'm glad you didn't deliver it like that.
Yeah. Me too.
I need you to bring it down.
Oh my God. But yeah, I did.
But yeah, talk about the on-set experience. We were at Laugh Out Loud Comedy Club. Shout out to Quinn Echo, for letting us film there. And yeah, this was our last shoot before the shutdown.
Yes.
We had to go back to get Troof stuff, like after quarantine life was over. But yeah, that was a busy day. That was a long day.
Yeah, it was a very busy day. I just remember like it was dark, like that whole day. Not a whole lot of light, except this one, except this like one big light on me. And I remember, I can't remember if it was the reshoot or the first one, but I remember I got up there and I hadn't performed in so long, but like I got up there and Jose was getting mad at me because I kept messing up my lines. And like I had my journal in my hand, like I had the book in my hand that it was written in. And I would literally like, oh man, I'm so sorry. Let me look at it. And I would look at it and I would close the journal and it'll still be in my hand. It was like action. And I couldn't remember the first word of what I literally just read. And then Jose was like, dude, you messing up all my film, like all my space. You're taking up all my space. And
was he playing or he was for real?
Like he was playing, but he was serious. You know, it was kind of one of those things. Like he was joking, but it was actually true. Yeah.
Right.
And so I don't know. I don't know if I was just nervous. I hadn't performed in so long, or what. And then I was like, okay, I don't know what's going on. So I just put the journal down, and as soon as I put the journal down, I recited it from the top, like just ran through it. So I don't know, maybe like all the energy was channeled through the journal. I don't know what it was, but I remember I did like with the journal in my hand, I did like 5-6 different takes, messed up all of them. Then I put it down and
boom.
Yeah, it was nothing.
Right. The journal. Journal. Let me tell you how the journal ruined my life in editing because of continuity.
Yep.
Of course.
Because you had several takes where that journal was in your hand. And then there were other takes where the journal was on the stool.
Yeah.
Right. I was just like, really? So
yeah, like once I started getting like comfortable, yeah. Like if I'm not mistaken, like most of the takes with it in my hand, I was going through it, but then I would mess up. And that's when I put it down. I just put it on the stool. And yeah. But
so it was, that was definitely the first day, the first filming date. Because you were like, I don't know if it was just all the people in there. Like it probably really felt like a, return to the stage.
I mean, it did.
Like,
yeah.
It was just like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, once something clicked, and then it was just like, okay.
Yeah, and then then we did it like 4 or 5 more times, and I didn't mess up at all. So I don't know. Hopefully you use those takes.
Some of them. I had to cut where you didn't have the journal in your hand.
Awesome.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I don't know where Troof is, but you had Troof on set for the well, he was on set for both of them, but there was so much going on that day. We had to bring him back for a reshoot because we ran out of time and he had to go. So hopefully he'll be on here soon. We could talk about that. So Monica, your time on set, because that day we shot more than one scene. We shot you watching Saelah in episode 2 in the red.
The red
was
dress.
talking about.
Oh my God. I haven't worn that dress. We did that.
What? And then yeah, we shot the scene, the stuff for this episode. So yeah, what was that like? Because that was one of our big days, one of your big days, because we had others where you weren't on set, but
exactly. Well, that particular day, it was a long day for one. It was a long time since I've been on like a stage too. It was I really kind of felt like numb, it's like when you're actually doing something but you really don't feel like you're doing it. That's how I was feeling, like going through the whole thing, like those takes. And then on top of that, I was cold too. I was cold. I was like cold and hungry. But it was good seeing some friends come through, and then like meeting Jose, was that his mom? I met her,
yeah.
a couple other people, and just the whole experience, man. Just chilling with y'all. Everything. Y'all, it was a good experience. It was a good experience. I wish we could do it again, but we can't. But
we can't.
Maybe it'll be a part 2, or I don't know.
Start with it. Don't you start. And then I ended up, because I had asked Monica at the last minute, I was like, your 2 friends, because I just threw her friends in, the ones that were sitting at the table.
Yeah.
Like, okay, y'all part of the scene now. Go walk over there. Like, you shouldn't have sat down.
I didn't know what to do.
Walk over, and I'm trying to think, because it's like when you audition with something and then you see how it's used in the actual project. What was that like for you to, once you got the script and you're like, oh, this is what it is, and then actually film it?
So yeah, like starting from like when I auditioned with this poem, I honestly didn't know like how it would, be how the end result would be. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna read this little part I got auditioned for, and that's just to see it just come into fruition. Like, oh my gosh, like it's there, and then the entire poem, not just that little section, but the entire poem. And as I was reading the poem to other people and looking in the crowd, I don't know if y'all noticed it, but I'm like, what if these people actually got something from this poem? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some real stuff in that. AJ, you did a good job on that poem.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
So I'm hoping, there was comments about that poem, like that Shay part. Oh my gosh, like wanted to be like, good job, AJ. Good job.
You wrote it. To the T. Perfect. So shout out to you.
So, and since we haven't seen you in a while, Monica, what's your we're up to episode 7 now. So overall, all the episodes, how are you feeling about seeing everything put together?
Well, I will say this, for one, just because I play Shay, that don't mean I'm on Shay's side. Everybody.
Wow.
That don't mean I'm on her side. If you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're right, you're right. In this situation, she's wrong. And what AJ's going through this whole series, I feel sorry for him. And hopefully, the end result, hopefully something good comes out of it. But Shay's really I'm not on Team Shay.
Have you been reading the comments about your character?
I've read, which one? The one, I think it was like the first episode where it was like a whole bunch of comments. I'm like, really? What? That's how they feel about Shay right now.
I told you they were gonna go in on you.
What was it? Somebody said Shay had me like in the first 3 minutes or something. I wasn't liking her or something like that. The first 3 minutes, I'm like, what?
Oh man, that's not good.
And then from them,
Oh yeah, he was like, I'm done with her.
This character to this type of person, all in a couple episodes. Like, dang, hold up, we was Team Shay in the beginning. But hey, that's how situationships are. So
definitely.
mm-hmm.
Definitely. So, AJ, I guess same question, because now that we have, here's KJ. Now that we're up to this episode, like we're about to do the finale this week.
Yeah,
this is crazy.
It is.
Like
8 weeks flew by.
It felt like it took so long to get to the premiere, like the first episode, and now it's just gone.
Yeah.
Gone.
That's how it is, though. Yeah. I do apologize. I promise I was listening, but what's the question again?
About overall feedback and your perspective on the series up till now.
Overall, I think the feedback has been it's been great. Going into it, like before this was like even coming out, you and I have talked, Christy, and I am very, very, very protective of my art, and like I don't even, like I told you, I don't even like constructive criticism, So that was always my thing, like the comment section in each of these episodes. And I was just like, man, I'm like, I want people to see it, but that's the very reason why I don't want people to see it. Cause I know people can be so mean, and, but it's been all good. It's been all love. And I'm truly grateful for that. Like it just, it seems like the story resonates with a lot of people across the board, and everything that we've been getting is, man, I have been Shay, I have been Saelah, I have been AJ, I have been, you know what I mean? Like all of these people, I have been, even the people who gave advice, I've given that advice to my friends. So it seems like every character is relatable and identifiable with someone. So feedback has been great. I've been getting a lot of, like I told you a couple of weeks ago, it's putting people in a nostalgic vibe. I've gotten that a lot. Like, man, the series is so nostalgic to me. Like it feels like a 90s kind of rom-com or something like that. or 90s type of drama, so, and at first I was like, I don't really understand how, but okay. And a lot of it had to do with the music, people, and then that's another thing, people loving the music as well. I definitely love the song selection at the end of episode 7. So that closure. Yeah.
Right. Another one I went back for. I was like, that on the thumb drive.
I'm telling you, man, that thumb drive is golden. I gave you that. I gave you the alley.
It was gonna be sorry spaces. It was gonna be just flows, and then I just felt like, nah, let me go back and make sure.
Just flows was also on the thumb drive. I gave you the alley oop. Yeah. You slammed it every time.
Yeah, but yeah, and then side note, there was only supposed to be music at the end for this episode, but shout out to Preppy and Cloud9 for saving our behind.
Yeah. So. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little peanut butter and jelly that Shay had music and I didn't, but it's all good,
Don't go there. Don't go there.
I'm like, how she get music and I don't?
There you go. There you go again.
It's all good.
You go.
Yeah, I know how I am. You know how I am, though. It's all good.
Oh my God.
Just jealous.
That's how he was all the time.
I'm gonna remember that.
Got music at the beginning.
Huh?
There you go. I said you got music at the beginning. There you go.
No, I'm talking about throughout my poem. My point.
Okay.
Yeah.
You seem really mad about that.
I'm just like, just trying to make it equitable and equal all the way around. That's all. That's what we fought so hard for.
Right. We go.
It's all good. What up, KJ?
What's going on, AJ? What's going on, Christy, Queen Monica? How are you?
Good.
Yeah, AJ, man, yours wasn't supposed to have music, man. We just needed to hear everything you said a little bit clearer. And
that's what you're gonna go with?
Yeah, we just need to hear, hear you a little bit clearer. And Monica, man, we had to have something for you because it was just naked. We needed something to just vibe with as you come and bear your soul to the people. Mm-hmm. It worked out, man. I know you're upset about it, but guess what, AJ, man? Just about all your great scenes had great songs in it, and she, there
you go.
She needed one. She got that one. She good off that one. Yeah.
Tell me anything.
Yeah,
anything. Like that was my moment. That was my moment. That was my Darius in Love Jones moment. And Darius had the bass line. He at least had the bass line and the conga drums under him. That's all I'm saying. I couldn't even get that. It's all good.
But it wasn't in the notes.
I will add some music.
It's all good.
I will send it to you so you can be happy.
So you want to get a bass and a drum line.
So you mean I'm gonna get it, but the world is not gonna get it.
I get it.
We could go to the next question, actually. Good.
Get it. Tragic. You know what? Yeah, I'll make you a personal drum and bass line.
He is big man right now.
Okay.
Man, y'all know how I get, man.
So he can calm down.
Man.
About to get
again, what's supposed to happen ran out of time.
Right.
Say that.
But we got you noted. We noted. Duly noted that AJ needs.
Duly noted.
It's all
AJ
good.
Must have music if anybody else has.
Like I said, we barely got this in. So,
right.
I understand.
What did I miss, guys?
Well, I was about to ask you, were you listening?
Oh no, I just logged on because I happened to have the phone that was almost dead today, so I couldn't drive and live.
What all did we talk about? They talked about what they've been up to as far as new mom and new dad life.
Yeah.
And we talked about the episode filming that day.
Okay.
That was a crazy day for you too, KJ.
It was.
It was. I don't even remember that day, so
that's exactly how I know it was crazy for you.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to tell me about that one.
KJ had a cameo in there though.
Hey, what?
She did.
Yeah.
Got your credit.
Mama, we made it.
Man, I've been trying to tell my mama, but she ain't listening to
exactly. In there,
bartender.
Man, yeah, no, that was great.
If I'm not mistaken, she had music too.
Oh,
she did not.
I probably somewhere didn't.
She didn't.
I didn't. I thought that I just felt like my own personal theme song.
Right. It was just applause. Calm down.
Yeah. All right. I'm just making sure.
Get his name.
Everybody got music.
Give him his music.
Please.
Episode 8, you gonna have all the music you want.
Please.
Right.
It's gonna be from music from start to finish, man. All music. No dry space in the house.
We've literally had 3 episodes without Monica in it, and you had all the music.
What's one more?
Right. I mean, what is one more, man? Come on, share a little bit.
Don't encourage him.
You gotta spread the love, G.
I also got their reactions on the episode, and then overall the feedback they've been hearing up to now.
All right. Yo, that poem. Who wrote that poem for Shay?
AJ. We talked about that too. Yeah.
I did.
AJ wrote that one.
I'm still.
Request.
It's your request? Yo, that was awesome, man. How did you feel writing for somebody else like that? Did you already ask them about that?
I didn't hear you.
How did I feel writing for somebody else?
But writing actually, for Shay.
At first I was like, kind of like, man, how am I gonna do this? But Christy was like, approach it this way, and she was just like, what would you have wanted to hear when you were going through all of those situationships and all of these girls walked away from you? Like, what was the closure that you needed? What was the thing you would have needed to hear back then? And when I looked at it that way, it just clicked, and I was no longer writing for someone else. I was writing to myself, so, and it was simple then. So a lot of times it's just the way you it's perspective. It's just the way you look at something.
Yes, indeed. Cause man, I watched it with my lady, and we were stuck on that, and we talked about it last week, that hurt people, damage people. For whatever reason, that little piece there is just so freaking strong. Because it's just
over and over again.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Spoke to me.
And it forced us to go into dialogue about those 3 different areas of a person in that little spiral down. And I wasn't under the impression of we all know that we're in these places. We all know we hurt, we all know we damaged, and we all know we broken, but in reality we don't. When we're moving in this crazy situationship space, because we are just processing so much at this one time. And AJ didn't realize he was hurt until he was sitting at that table answering the question the same way Shay answered it to him.
Right.
That's when it clicked for him. And if I don't know the time frame, but it's weeks in between, and it's like, dang, bro. In that moment, I realized I was broken, and I'm misusing these same women like I was used.
Right.
I can't keep going on.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah. The lesson gonna repeat until you learn. You know what I mean? So
in that moment, man, yeah, that hurt people, broke people, break people, and I'm always missing one. But man,
damage people, damage other people.
Damage people, damaged other people. That thing there, that's a whole show in itself.
Yeah,
that's a whole show in itself.
Lovely.
Yeah, I wanted Shay to come off as like truly genuine in that piece. You know what I mean? In episode 1, we see Saelah doing his thing, and she encourages him to come to this show or do a show, and he does it really because of her, and he's gonna bear his how his feelings and how he feels in this poem that was gonna be aimed at her, right?
Yeah.
And a lot can happen in a few weeks, because in episode 7, kind of the same scenario, but it's turned upside down. He still does a poem that's aimed at her.
Yeah.
Still wants to let her know how he feels, but this time it's a poem like throwing shots at her, right? Because he's been hurt. But the thing I like about it is that she missed the show in the first one, but she made sure she got, she went to this show, and now she's like stepping into his world, this poetry world, and she's like, I could have just, she could have just sent the message and apologized, right?
Yeah.
And she's been trying to get in touch with him, in previous episodes, she's been trying to get in touch with him, but Saelah has been ignoring her. And so she goes out on a limb and she's like, I'm going to step into his world and the only way that I know, the only language that I know he will be able to speak or that I can speak and he hears it is poetry. Mm-hmm. So like that in and of itself shows Shay's humanity to me, right? That she wasn't just a cold-blooded, cold-hearted individual. She was just caught up, you know? She was caught up with somebody who was there romantically before Saelah was. So, you know, it's the ties that bind, right? And it's not always easy. And, you know, unfortunately, people get hurt.
Right. Do they?
Who said?
Me.
Probably Chris.
I'm just listening. I'm also looking at these comments on YouTube.
Oh.
Donovan was in there. Preppy's in there. Cloud9 is in there.
Yo. What up, my
and
people?
Damien said, "Give my boy some music."
Hey, that dude got all the music he wants. All the music he needs.
Man, they could have gave me a bass line or something, man.
Hey,
Donovan said, "Great episode." He said, I was there and I was surprised. I forgot that she came with bars.
Man, straight bars.
Damien said, "Y'all did a good job. I was proud of y'all." And again, give him some music. And Cloud9 was like, "Oh snap, it's Shay." He's probably one of the only people that likes the Shay character. I don't.
Oh,
Arrow's weird.
That's cool. Got somebody on your side though.
Yeah, and honestly, like that's something that I wish we would have had the I wish we would have had double or triple the budget, because if that's the case, like I would have wanted to delve into Shay's background a little bit more. You know what I mean? Like I would have wanted to take maybe 1 or 2 episodes more where you kind of get some character background on Shay, and you could see that like she really is in Saelah's corner in the beginning. You know what I mean? Like there is this humanity to Shay. Like she's not just a villain. Like I wanted people. I didn't necessarily want people to love to hate her. I wanted people to love and hate her. You know what I mean? At the same time.
And they do.
But that was budget.
Yeah, they definitely love and hate her. No,
like Monica said, they were on her side in the beginning.
Yeah. But like I said, I wanted them to be on her side, or not on her side, but like at least walking with her throughout the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, you did?
But budget, man, budget.
But do you think this poem has redeemed Shay a little bit? Like they gave her a few points back after her bearing her soul the way she did with this poem.
Right. It seems like there were no bad comments about her so far.
Yeah, man. The way your boy was looking with the dreamy eyes.
Right. He was about to fall in.
You know what I mean? Like I'm sure he went over there and told her something. You know, so
what he told her, AJ? What he told?
Hey, I was the bartender. I was right there.
The audience.
I was the bartender. I was right there. I heard everything that went down.
Viewer discretion is advised. You know what I mean? But
I wish Mary was on here. Mary with the block.
Oh,
she was trying to get to that bar.
Did she intercept him?
She did.
With Richard Sherman, bro.
I'm telling you, man, she came with the hands, bro.
But the reason why, like, I'm happy, Christy, that you aired it the way you did with Monica's audio the way it was. So it really showed you why AJ got lost, or Saelah got lost in every word she said, why he was looking all dreamy-eyed and ready to dive in, because that all of her words were so freaking powerful, and you had no choice but to just fall in. Actually, just dive into it. But when Mary came in and get you, with that interception, man, it was over with.
Hating, bro, hating.
Yeah, I mean, but it it was an awesome episode, Christy. Like you did your thing. You really did your thing. I'm excited for 8. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, from the writing of the poetry, Saelah, AJ, shoot, whichever one you want to be today. It was amazing, man. Those words were so powerful, man. Like,
Thank you.
I appreciate y'all for just bringing it to us the way you did with all your energy and love in it. So yeah, Monica, you got 10 extra points, I believe. You coming back?
Yay!
I think the people gonna be with you, man.
You made a comeback.
I need some points.
Yeah.
Points.
Yeah, you ain't the villain. That ain't all you are. That ain't all you are.
And I was like, if out of all the things people been talking about the nostalgia, you definitely should have felt nostalgic on this episode because y'all have to know what it was inspired by. So,
oh yeah.
I hope.
For those who don't know, what is it inspired by?
I love Jones. Come on now.
Darius and Nina.
I know, but you know, everybody don't know.
If you've never seen Love Jones, you need to go see it immediately. Now, I thought that back then. I thought that was their dynamic was trash back then, and as an adult, I still feel that way. But it's still a good movie.
Oh, did you guys watch?
Like
Love
when
Jones?
You say their dynamic was trash, are you talking about their chemistry?
It was like it was a situationship. It was a F buddy thing that they tried to force to be a relationship. So that's what I meant.
That ain't.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. The dynamic was definitely trash. Yeah. Yeah.
It was like, oh, that's cute, but they friends. It was just all bad. But I mean, it was a beautiful movie. But people be like, oh, it's such a great romance, a great love story. No, it's a good situationship story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And did you tell them to go and check it out? To just see where some of the inspiration was coming from for situationships?
I feel like I sent you my lookbook or gave you a list of, I don't know. I don't remember. That was so long ago. Of like things that inspired me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I know you made a post about it on the Facebook page.
About that before.
It was something I asked you to go watch, Monica. I don't remember what though. Because I had a few inspirations. So Love Jones was one of them. Brown Sugar.
Oh wait, it was something else you told me to watch. I forgot the name of the movie.
It was something I told her to watch. So
Who
it
was
was
that?
like, yeah, all those 90s, early 2000s Black rom-coms, and as I said, I don't know if I said it with you, KJ, or Spaces, or both. Sex and the City was an inspiration too, because he's like the writer expressing his, thoughts about love and all that. And the episode 5, the whole advice montage was inspired by something I saw.
I got you.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any movies that y'all refer to when working on the scene? AJ, Monica?
My life was a movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Experiences, just experience. Movie experience.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay.
I think that probably made us both feel comfortable doing all the scenes. Was just our experience,
Okay then. That's cool. Do you have any more
Were
questions?
Monica, were you pulling from what you were going through, or like everything, like all of your past relationships?
Everything, but the situationship that I was in while we were filming, that was like the one where my feelings, like when I did the poem, my feelings was into that because of that situationship that I was going through. So I had to end it after that.
Oh,
AJ, let me tell you, that poem.
Dang, look what you did, AJ.
I broke up somebody?
Oh.
No. I ended my situationship that I was in.
Saved her from a situationship.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, telling you.
Man, we help one person. That's all I can.
Me, baby.
That's all I can ask for. I'm so elated and so happy about that. So, and look at you. Now you're married. Buy the book so you can get married.
Exactly.
Wow.
Dang. That poem was not in the book though.
Yeah, I got testimonials.
It may be in the
testimonials
next book. Now you got testimonials. Right. Like what line was it that stuck with you that made you want to say, okay, I gotta end this?
My favorite, it was for sure the one where I auditioned for, because I remember that like just like that. And the last bar, you know, damage people, hurt people, you know, that stuck with me because that's what they do, and they don't feel like they're doing that to you, but you realize that, you know, they don't just going through the motions, but you on the other side of it, you see everything, and you start to get feelings, and you know, you feeling some type of way, like, hold up, this ain't right. So it just started hitting me, you know, like, what am I doing? What am I doing?
I ain't supposed to be here.
Right. Yes. So I hope, you know, the audience that viewed this episode, I hope that they took something from this, because those words from the start to the finish, they meant a lot to me. So
when you say you broke off a situationship, does that mean you were Shay in that situationship, or you were Saelah in that situationship?
I was Saelah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what's up.
I was Saelah. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing. You realize it's amazing how it works, you know? No, there are no coincidences. There are none.
To this, I mean, not even expecting that to happen, right? So I'm in the whole situation, so thinking, oh shoot, he gonna be my man one day, whatever. We gonna be, you know, like. So I'm going into this whole thing, you know, filming, doing all this, whatever, not even expecting this was gonna happen. It's crazy, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no, right before we started shooting, I ended my situationship, I mean. And then I got the script and I read it. I was like, what the fuck?
So you were Saelah or you were Shay?
Truthfully, I was both at the same time. Yeah, I was both at the same time, because I gave you that pre-warning to know what this situationship was going to be about. But at the end, I really started to see the damage and the hurt that I was doing to said person. So I was like, whoa, I got to get out of here. And so, as Saelah gracefully did with, what is it, Mary Kay? Oh, no, Raina. You know, I gave my warning and I exit left.
Yeah.
And then Christy told me she needed some help with a project. And I said, yeah. And there I was.
Where you were supposed to be. Look at
where I was. That's why I say no coincidences, man. Like who would have known that this was going to be what I needed? And as I speak about this or watch this series with my girlfriend now, it's like, whoo, you know, and I'm telling her where I was in this particular part of my life based on this episode, and it's like, oh wow, yeah, you really did. You really did. You went through this as is. It's amazing. So thank you, Christy. Thank you, AJ.
Definitely, yeah.
Thank you.
I do what I can do.
Would have never met. I'd probably be still going through that crap right now.
Right.
Oh.
Right. Because you didn't. It just clicked.
It was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was on this series. It was a wake up call. Because baby, before I was just going through the motions. You know.
That's all I was doing. Going through the motions.
Man, no, you freaking amazing.
That warms
man.
my heart. That really does.
Yeah.
That warms my heart. I mean, who knows, man? I may be like an inspiration or something. I don't know.
Man, just give yourself credit one time, bro. You're fucking amazing, bro.
Except that one time.
Yeah, accept it, bro. Like to go through, to experience something, pull it out, write it down, record it, put it in script format, and then shoot it and share it with the world. Like, man, you bared your soul in so many ways. It's amazing, man, especially for a young man of your stature, bro. A lot of men don't even know that they can cry. You know, a lot of men are not in touch with that side. So to share it with to trust Christy with it, and then to trust these people to come and make it a reality.
Yeah. No, word. Appreciate that. Man. Appreciate that, man. Shout out to God too, because I remember back in 2015, I was at this conference, like this church event, and this guy was prophesying to me, and he was like, now 2015 was like the height of my situationships, right? And this guy was like talking to me, and he was prophesying to me, and he was like, man, the Lord said that he's gonna take all the pain that you've been going through. He was like, and you're gonna do something to help a lot of people because of the pain you went through. He's gonna use that pain to help a lot of people. You know what I mean? And so like now we have this, and we have Monica's testimony, and so shout out to God, and shout out to Christy, because like I said, I thought I was gonna do it, and then I was like, I ain't gonna do it. And then Christy was like, you should do it. So I was like, we'll do it. But that wouldn't happen without Christy.
Thank you for saying yes, because I didn't know when I came back from Philly whether you were. So
what would you have done if I was like, I don't think I really want to do that?
I would have sent you a form to sign over. Right.
Yeah. Right. That's the best thing to do.
Listen.
I respect it.
Well, just let me tell the story then. Here, give me acquisition rights.
Because that's too good to just sit in the book.
Exactly.
Because listen, I don't ask. I write. I'm a filmmaker. I've never asked anyone, can I use their intellectual property, because I believe in it so much. I want to make an entire series. I didn't even want to do a web series ever. So for me to come and say, look, this needs to be a series. I want to do the series. Yes, I was serious. It was gonna happen.
Serious. On a scale from 1 to 10, like how bad did you want me to say yes?
How bad did I want you to say yes?
Yeah.
He's like,
I mean, it was 50-50. I was just like, I mean, if he says no, I'm gonna keep asking. Or I'm gonna send you acquisition.
I feel like you would have. Yeah.
Yeah, so eventually you would have said yes.
I would have caved eventually, yeah.
Yeah, I would have kept asking, but I was just like, I don't even know, because I didn't want it to be like, okay, look, I'm doing this project. I was like, let's have a meeting. Let me explain my ideas. Because I literally had a mini outline already.
Were you surprised when I said yes?
I was surprised that you wanted to star in it. I wasn't surprised that you said yes.
Oh, okay.
I was surprised that you said yes so fast.
Yeah, I was too.
I thought I was going to have to convince you a little more.
I was too. I was surprised myself. Yeah.
But it was just like, yeah, I was surprised that you were so direct. Because another thing was, I thought that you could star, but I thought it was going to have to be some convincing, and you were like, nah, I'm doing it. Period. That's it.
Yeah, that was kind of like, that was kind of the thing that I was like, yeah, if we're going to do it, I got to play it. Like, I'm not going to sign that over. But
we about to start casting. Am I casting Saelah? What we doing?
Yeah.
I felt like
like I said, I was surprised that
you should have done it. Period.
What'd you say?
I said I felt like if you didn't have any type of disability or anything like that, then you should have done it. Period. Ain't no questions about it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know.
Yeah.
But I
feel like
I think we met that first time, and by the end of the meeting, I was like, all right, whatever. Like, let's try.
Yeah. It was.
But
It was
I'm gonna tell you how she
like
got me though. I'm gonna tell you how she got me though. She didn't just have a meeting. When we met, she had already had the concept for 8 episodes. She had it scripted out. You know what I mean? Not the scripts, but she had the vision for 8 episodes. She already knew she wanted to do 8. She was like, we're gonna do this. This is the arc. Like, this is the character arc, the storyline coming from the book. I got it from this, and this in your book. Like everything was mapped out. So she brought the vision. All I had to do was open my eyes. And that was the thing that got me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
she didn't give you an option to say no.
Yeah. It was like once you see the vision, it's hard to say no.
You can't say no to that. She came prepared for the party.
Yeah. It wasn't just like, let's meet at Starbucks to talk about it, which is what I thought I was walking into. I didn't know I was getting ambushed. You know what I mean? So
I say ambush. She was just prepared.
It was.
I was prepared.
Prepared.
Yeah.
I had the outline before I got off the plane.
Let's meet at Starbucks.
It was just a mess.
Let's meet at Starbucks. Let's throw some ideas out there. Let's see if this is something you'd like to do. No, in her mind, she was walking into, this is something I'm going to do. How am I going to get him on board? That's an ambush.
Exactly. Not an ambush.
Exactly.
It was a meeting.
Hey,
bro.
Who else do you know is that professional?
Hey,
who you know is that prepared, bro?
That's Coach K. Coach K.
So wait,
because I knew it was gonna take some convincing. So I was like, okay, if I already have this, which he still could have said no.
And especially since I just the week before, I was like, I'm not doing that. I literally had said, I'm not doing that. Like before let me tell you how it was. I got the idea. I was like, man, this needs to be like a movie or a web series. And I was like, man, I could shoot this. I was getting excited. I was excited that whole day. Then the next day I was like, man, I got to get people. It's going to be too involved. Like, I'm not doing that. And then I shut it down. And then a week later, Christy was like, this should be a web series. You know that, right? And I was like, you know what? I thought that, but I'm not trying to do that. Like, that's too involved. It's too much work. I'm not trying to do it. And
I was going to ask Christy, why a series instead of a short film? Why a series instead of a short film?
I think because I had just worked on a web series, and then when I came before I approached him, I went and because like I said, I was never going to do a web series. That wasn't my aspiration. You know, I was gonna be in short film lane for the rest of my life. So and the more I thought, I was like, going through the book, I was just like, okay, this is a piece of the situationship, or this is a piece of the relationship. And so the more I was like dog-earing pages, I was like, these are episodes, not chapters. You know what I'm saying? Like the chapters need to be episodes. So yeah, by the time I got off the plane, I had episodes in my mind. And there was never a film. It was a series in my mind. So I don't know.
It's just how it came. It's just how it came to. Yeah.
It's just what I thought.
Nah.
So that was it. Maybe I was influenced by the fact that I had just worked on a web series. Troof is here, by the way.
Yo,
what's going on, Troof?
What's up, y'all?
Superstar.
Much.
How y'all doing?
Superstar in the pink jacket.
Man, y'all gotta cut that nonsense out. Y'all gotta cut that nonsense out.
My bro, man, superstar.
I am very happy to be here. I want to apologize to all of y'all for coming in so late. Please forgive me.
You fresh, my guy.
And I know my sis gave me the time, and I know I'm way past, but I'm so thankful y'all are still on here, even if it's for a few minutes left. I don't know how long y'all gonna be on here, but hey, I'm glad I came through, man. This series has been phenomenal, y'all. It has been phenomenal. I've just been enjoying it, man. Such great acting, great energy, and some great storytelling. So I've just been impressed so far.
Thank you.
Man, appreciate that, bro.
Indeed. We appreciate you, man. How did you get involved?
Thank you for being a part of it.
Yeah.
Man, y'all, look, I'm here for my family. Y'all know what it is, man. I'm always here. And you know, to be supportive. Acting is something that I consider, look, y'all got a gift. Y'all have a gift to remember all these lines and to be able to convey it and make people believe it. I really can just say I respect it so much. Music is something that I am second nature with, you know, with lyrics and things like that. It comes to me easier than just reciting lines that are written, and also trying to make it believable. So I'm thankful that y'all even considered me, man, for real. So it was just dope to be a part of it.
Yes, indeed, man. We appreciate you. And so how did you get involved with it?
Well, look, honestly, Saelah reached out to me a while. What's it say? But Saelah reached out to me a while before, just kind of bringing up about situationship. I was already supporting him with the book and everything, and I thought it was really dope. Just the whole concept, just going through things that he went through in his own situationship. I thought it was extremely dope, just the concept of the book itself. But when he told me that he was doing something actually behind the camera, I was like, I mean, in front of the camera, I was like, wow, like we're actually about to, you're about to make this into a series. I'm like, man, but he's always been talented in that regard. So I got to put that out there. He's always been talented in that regard. So it doesn't surprise me that he want to use a dope individual like Christy to shoot this, and as well as working with all the dope actresses and actors, as well as the people behind the cameras, man. It just was a dope experience. It was a dope experience. But I got involved because Saelah actually reached out to me, and then Krista reached out and said, hey, you gonna play yourself? I'm like, oh, that's easy.
Yeah.
That's easy. I can do that. I can.
Yeah,
I can
when
do
I
that
when I wrote it, I actually wrote it with Troof in mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Look, man, I appreciate it, brother, for real. But I mean, hey, you let me be myself behind camera, and that actually made it a lot easier for me. I can honestly say, though, I was real nervous going into that scene, and I think I recited the little part that I had probably 50 times before we did that tape.
Yeah.
Like 50 times in my head, like in
Oh,
my head.
You had it though. You had it.
50 times. I promise you, I was just going over and over. I cannot forget these lines. I cannot forget these lines. Like it was like literally, y'all. Like it was that it was nerve-wracking, really.
That's too much pressure, man.
That's too much pressure.
Look, y'all.
Like what? I was like, why are you so nervous? It's just us. Like what?
I know.
Yeah.
And you know, we've
us.
been knowing each other for so long.
Yeah.
I mean, me and Kashana, we actually went to Booker T. Washington together.
Hey, indeed.
Man, we've been knowing each other for so long. It's just it's crazy that I was even nervous being around people that I've been rocking with. Now, Monica, I just got to know you, sis. But I mean, at the end of the day, I was always comfortable with you. We always make jokes and everything during football season. So it was all love anyway. It was all love. But I mean, honestly, look, I just didn't want to mess it up because I was like, look, I'm not the actor here. So I'm like, look, they gonna look, this rapper comes through and he's like bombing the lines. Like that was the last thing that was the last thing I didn't want. I was just like, man, Trojan, and that was terrible, man. Like, what you doing? Like, so I was like, okay, yeah.
Christy be like, man, I'm never working with another rapper again.
Exactly. And that's what I didn't want. That's what I didn't want. Right. I wanted to at least do a good enough job where y'all literally said, hey, if we got something else, it's a small part. Call Troof. Troof. He'll handle it. He'll handle it. Yeah. Yeah. So
you made it through.
That's how I felt. I had did 7 episodes with her, so you was good, bro. You was good.
Hey, man, I'm just glad I was able to get through the lines and make it believable. But I had a real fun time just kind of watching the whole process. Really, just from behind the camera to in front of the camera, watching y'all do your lines, how committed y'all were, you and Monica. It was just dope, man. I mean, the whole process, Kershana and Krista, the way they were working together, getting it done. Just dope to be around. A lot of people can't say that they've been around so many dope individuals in one setting, just watching people work hard and do what they do. So it was just fun. Yeah. It was fun for me. I know it was only a miniature part, but it was fun for me. So I can speak on that. It was fun for me. It was fun for me.
That's all that matters is you had a good time, man.
I definitely did, man.
Indeed, man. So have you already watched the episode
yes. 7? Look, y'all gonna laugh. I told my wife, she's pregnant right now. And I'm like, yo,
congratulations.
Thank you so much. And I said, yeah, I'm kind of a big deal. Like, tonight is my episode. Like I really told her, like, yeah, I was flexing. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I was definitely flexing. Like, I'm kind of a big deal. Right. Tonight is my episode. Like, all right, like, just hit those lights real quick and just tune in.
Right, just chill out, huh?
Bro, let me ask you this. Did you watch it on the 70 though?
It was on the it was on the 70-inch TV. Okay. It was on it. Hey, I just want y'all to know. It was real theatrical in the house. All right. It was real theatrical. All right, I just want y'all to know that. Hey, it was up. It was up. That's all I'm saying. It was really up. So I was real confident in my delivery. I'm like, but on the same level, like, inside, I was hella nervous. I'm like, man, I hope I don't look crazy. Like, I'm like, Lord, look, I done big up. I'm all cocky with it. I'm like, bruh, Callie better not like laugh at me. Like, so, but hey, it was all good, man. She said, like, what you was nervous about? That what she said. You did a good job. And I'm like, that was that proud moment, like, yeah, I did that. Sure. I did that. Sure. I did all right.
For sure, man.
For sure. Hey, man, you
like I said, I wrote it with Troof in mind. Like y'all don't know, but like, probably for like 10, 11 years now, that's how we greet each other. What's up, superstar? Oh, what up, superstar?
That's it,
all
man.
We said that, like, whenever we see each other, what up, superstar? You know what I mean? So to put that in the script, hopefully that just kind of made you feel like, man, it was just us bros kicking it,
Oh man, that's exactly what it was. And he's right, man. Even though he's more of a superstar.
Don't do that.
Well, don't cut me off. Don't cut me off. Like, that's your problem. That's your problem, son.
Don't cut you off, says the superstar. I'm gonna listen to you because you're the superstar.
I pay homage, to Monica. Shout out to you, superstar, as well. And Christy, the superstar, Kershana, the superstar. I'm a humble individual. This is where I am with it. Yeah. I keep it there. I always keep it there. So, but yeah, man, it was great. I mean, and you definitely made it comfortable for me because you just let me be me. And really, man, hey, that's I can only be myself. So there you go, man. But yeah, it was really fun just to act all cocky and flex real quick before the episode came on. I was so hyped, man. On the countdown, like, I was like, countdown. I'm like, 10, 9. It's about to come. Yo, it's about to happen.
Everybody be quiet.
Exactly. And what's crazy is my 4-year-old is next door and he's asleep, and I can see out the side of my wife's eyes, like, if you don't calm down. If you
I was about to say, did you scream when you saw yourself?
If you don't, like, see, this is what got me, right? I didn't know I was gonna open the episode. So y'all really got me. Like, I'm like, oh, right off the bat?
Right off the bat.
Right
off the bat.
Yeah.
Yo, are you serious right now? Oh, man, okay. I started breathing, like, all right.
Hey, look, I
okay,
totally understand you, bro, because that's how I felt when I closed the series. Did you see me?
There you go.
Did you see me? I was mixing Coke and Sprite, kids. I understand how you feel.
Talk your talk.
Speak your truth, man. Speak your truth.
Just for joy, man. Straight up, joy. Man. Oh, man. Thank you, Christy. We made it, Ryan, bro. We went from the seats at BT to the big screen so Mama can see us. Look at it.
Mama can see us, sis. Mama can see us. That's all we're saying. That's all we're saying, man. We came up. I tell you.
From the dust to the dome, we on, baby. We are on.
Exactly, man. And I wanted to tell y'all, man, thank y'all also so much for selecting that 8 Life track, because I was definitely flexing on the end of that one too. Because the wife, she was like, okay. She said, okay, Troof. I was like, well, okay. All right. I did rap that pretty well.
That was all you.
You did.
Yeah. So yeah, man. I really appreciate y'all selecting that as well, man, because music is always going to be my first love. So it was really dope just to kind of hear myself at the end of that track, as well as DC, and just represent that 8 Life vibe. And it was really perfect for that episode ending. So I thought really the entire series, the way that y'all have been able to mesh the music with the actual content, with the actresses and actors, and the way that y'all have been able to convey that throughout the series, and then ending it with a dope track, it's been just smooth. It's been dope just to kind of see it and hear it at the same time. And that's actually something I've been looking forward to every episode. I'm like, okay, what music is going to be played? Like, real talk. That's something that I've been like kind of looking forward to. I'm like, okay, what's the track, for this one? Like, and when I hear it, I'm like, yep, they did that. Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah, they did that. Yeah, they did that. Yep.
Yeah, now Christy has been amazing with this music, man, and we've had a bunch of great submissions too. And that dang flash drive that AJ alley hooped us
that's an alley hoop.
That's that. Yeah, but you guys did it, so appreciate you guys for even taking the time to record something like that to bring to us.
Yeah, for sure, man. We had fun with Vibe and Chill, man. We was in a studio. I told Saelah, I said, look, because he actually got on me. He's like, bro, you need to sing the hook. I'm like, look, man, all right. That's not. Look, I'm the rapper here. In
addition to being a superstar, Troof is actually a crooner as well.
Here we go. Let
me just throw that out there.
Yeah, so here we go.
So on Vibe and Chill, Troof is actually singing the chorus, and they have the other guys. Forgive me, I forgot his name, but they have the other guys singing lead on top of Troof. So let me just throw that out there.
Well, y'all, let's well, thank you, sis. Thank you so much. When it was written, when I wrote this song, yes, of course, I was just bringing a tune out my voice, just a little tune there, right? A little tune I gave out, and then I brought it to the fellas, and they said that they liked it. And from there, I told them, hey, we might as well just go get a real singer to sing this, let's go get a real singer, to sing this. And we brought in Carez, and that's his name, by the way, Carez.
Shout out to Carez,
that boy beast.
Yeah, man, he is. And he brought the hook to life. And from there, man, we just had to execute them bars, talking about this lady that we just really, really enjoy vibing and chilling with. So, man, it was really perfect, because that's exactly what Saelah and Monica were doing. Oh, excuse me. The characters. Let's talk characters right quick. This is what the characters were doing. All right. This is what the characters were doing. But yeah, I mean, look, I've been up and down. It's been a roller coaster, really. Just watching the characters kind of go back and forth. Look, the distraught on Saelah's face, where Monica basically said, I don't want to leave. I don't want to leave, him yet. The decision is basically on him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, when that happened, I was like, oh, like it was almost like a meme. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, you know what?
Oh,
y'all wrong.
Oh, okay. Saelah finna. Oh, he finna lose his mind. I'm like, he finna lose it. He finna lose it. But it was, man, you could feel the hurt behind the like frustration, because like you could tell that him as a character, he really wanted to be with Shay. Like he really wanted to be with her, right?
It was real life.
Yep.
Like with him really wanting to be with her, it was like, yo, like you don't, it's like almost as if Shay didn't even see him. Like, truly for who he was and what he was about. Like you got a good guy in front of you. And that happens quite often to both women and men, where you have a good person in front of you who is perfect for you, and we overlook them. I can basically say that we've all been through that scenario, overlooking it may have been the perfect person in front of you, and you end up going the opposite route, thinking that person, I don't know, maybe it's the thrill, maybe it's the, whatever has got your head so gone on this person that's so bad for you, that's where your focus is, right? So, man, I've just been enjoying each and every episode. It's just been great. It's been great. I think I asked in the questions at one point. I was like, look, so when we pitching this to Netflix? Look, at one point I think I asked Christy that, man, and we was like, they basically told me we gotta get this budget.
I said we can't do Netflix because of the cameras we use, but
right. Well, it's only up from here, my brothers and sisters. It's only up from here. I think that it was dope what y'all were able to create. The message was conveyed. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to it. I know I can personally. I think situationships are pretty much a common thing, whether you're the person that's doing it to somebody or you've been through it. I mean, it's one or the other. You've pretty much experienced this in some type of way, even if you're not technically trying. Because I think in a way, the Shay's character, it was almost like if she, well, I won't say she was oblivious to the fact of what she was doing to Saelah, but it kind of felt that way, like she could basically move on. She could say, like, basically she could, and I'm trying to say this like the right way that I'm thinking it in my mind. She could literally move on from Saelah, knowing in her mind that this was the perfect guy right in front of her.
Right.
She was so infatuated with the other excitement of that. I guess, that excitement, that I guess that feeling of, and sometimes this happens when a guy acts as if he doesn't really want her like that. That kind of makes maybe a woman more attracted to that guy. A guy that really doesn't do the chasing. He kind of is more hurtful, and that woman may like that type better than the good guy, if that makes sense. And in a way, that's kind of like how it was conveyed. Saelah seemed like a hardworking individual, a talented individual, in his character. Yeah. But what was really crazy about it is that she knew it, because in the beginning she did say, you should write this book. I mean, you should come out with this book. She knew he was talented. She knew it. Yeah, and yet, even knowing that, she was basically like, I still want this other guy though.
Yeah, because
even knowing that though, right? Yeah. It was really crazy, man. I'm just like sitting back and I be peeping stuff like that. Like I be going deeper with it. I'm like, yo, like this is deep. And then when she came through with the poem at the end, that took it up a notch because I saw Saelah's face in episode 7 there. Hold on. Dude, say what's up, man.
What's up?
What's up,
Dude.
dudes?
Nephew, what up?
I said good.
Okay. Kisses. All right.
Yeah.
Good night. All right. Yeah. So Deuce came through to say hello and give dad good night kisses. Y'all know what time it is. But but y'all, I really was just blown away by it. And then in episode like I said in 7, when that happened, y'all left it up. Y'all left it up in the air right there. Like, okay, what's about to happen? You know, like
I know what's about to happen. He finna go get his girl back.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't hear you, man.
That's what you think?
Take your mic off.
Hold on.
There you go.
Okay. Who was the young lady that stopped Saelah right before he walked out? Yo, she had me roll. She was like deeply in love. Saelah, I felt that in my soul. She was like all in it, y'all. Like I was rolling. I was like, so who was that?
She was a date. She was a date from the last episode.
Yo, man, when I say I was dying laughing, man, I'm like, yo, she is throwing it at my boy Saelah, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, literally, she talking about she felt it in her spirit, the soul. It was deep.
She thought that was for her.
She thought it was for her.
That
is for sure. She thought it was for her.
That's why
but you know, something in me said though, that Saelah was going to, cause see, I didn't know the script. I didn't know anything. My part, I just want to make sure I did it to the best of my abilities. And I think that was so dope that I didn't know anything because I was able to see the show in its entirety and not know what was going to happen. And when I got to that point, I knew Saelah was going to go through the crowd and go say something to Shay because that poem was too deep. Like it was impossible for you to basically say to yourself, I don't want to say nothing to Shay. I know we was like, I was trying to get you in that mode, like, man, forget about her. Like move on, you know, like and all of that.
Right.
But I could tell after she conveyed that, man, it was just a thoughtful, it was deep, it was passionate. You could tell she wanted forgiveness throughout that poem. When she recited that part, I knew that your character was gonna walk over to her. You had to say something to her. Yeah. Like I knew you had to say something to her. Yeah, man. So, but yeah, I mean, look, man, I just thought this entire thing has been dope. I've really enjoyed it. And dope has always been my word since high school. I keep using it. It's just what it is. It's just a dope series, man. So again, man, thank y'all so much for letting me be a part of it. Like I said, it was small. It was a small role, but it was huge to me. Just to be a part of something so dope. And I think it really, really is going to continue to grow over time. And you're going to start getting those viewers over and over and over again, and people are just gonna start watching it. When it catches on, I think it could really be something huge. And I actually told Saelah this. I was like, man, look, this could be a Netflix special. I'm not kidding. Like I could see situationships in the top 10 on Netflix. I can see it. I'm not kidding. This concept is really dope. And what's even dope is we got talented individuals right here, you know, coming out of the city, you know, basically doing that thing behind the camera and in front of the camera. So dope, man, just to meet y'all, the people that I don't know, and you getting to know you, Miss Monica, and just linking back up with old friends in Kershana and my bro, Saelah, as well as Christy. So I just enjoyed it, y'all. I just want to make sure I hopped on here. I want to make sure of that. And if I didn't, I was literally going to apologize and say, look, I'm coming on the next episode and I'm going to speak how dope this is. And I got to make sure. So I was just so grateful that y'all still on this Zoom, so I could actually tap in and say something. So yeah, man.
I'm glad to have you, man. Appreciate you stopping.
Indeed. Yes,
yeah,
indeed.
man.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, I wanted to give a shout out to Munchie too, man, who was also in episode 7, man.
Yes.
And just like working with Munchie, like the part in the beginning with me, Troof, and Munchie in the green room. Like Munchie, he basically threw us off with that because that wasn't scripted. That wasn't scripted. Like the whole thing with the jacket, that wasn't scripted. So shout out to Munchie, man.
Man,
the
like
flick in the jacket.
Oh man, this dude had us rolling inside of that scene, man. Like it was kind of hard not to laugh at him on camera. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
That would have been a blooper for sure, because it was tough not to laugh straight.
I'm sure it was. Yeah.
But I tried to be serious, like, hey man, get off my jacket type vibe. This pink is on point on me right now. This chocolate, boy, don't get it twisted, all right? Get your mind right.
Yeah, Munchie's line about the jacket was ad-lib, but that's any director knows you working with a comedian, something gonna be off script. So just expect it and tell him he got to say it again in the other take. So
yeah, that was dope, man. And he definitely killed it with that ad-lib. But it seemed like in a lot of comedies nowadays, and this isn't a comedy, but they do a lot of ad-libbing. A lot of random things to make people laugh. So hey, I guess that was added in. Y'all loved it, and to me it flowed seamlessly. So he was able to execute it again, and hey, there you go. Now you got it.
Yeah.
It came out gold.
No doubt.
And I don't remember who told you to look in the mirror. Was that me or Jose?
I believe that was Mr. Jose. Yeah, okay. Mr. Jose said, go check yourself out in the mirror real quick. And to be honest, that's exactly who I am, y'all. I want y'all to know that. I want y'all to know that I am exactly that guy. I check myself in the mirror probably 4 or 5 times, and that's wrong in a lot of people's view, but I don't care. Okay, I don't care.
I just pep talk. My boy about to go kill it. He was like,
had to check the freshness.
Hey man, I just don't want to look crazy. Wherever I go, you'll know who you gonna talk to, whatever. I don't want to look crazy. That's all it's about. But yeah, man, it was Jose for sure. Because I think at one point you were good, like with the tape, sis, and Christy, you were good with the tape. And I think he was like, yeah, before you go, no, I think that happened, sis, when I just did that randomly. And Jose was like, yeah, you need to do that. Check yourself in the mirror.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, check yourself, because I did it. Look, there we go again. Remember I said 3-4 times? I checked myself, and Jose was like, do that again. Check yourself in the mirror. Check yourself out.
That's another thing about when you ad lib or do something impromptu. It's like, if we like it, now you got to do that 5 more times.
Right. Straight up. And you got to think about it. I've never been on a set like this and had to repeat myself so many times, like right after I do the lines. Right. Even in rap music, when I'm doing my verses, look, they can split it up. I may be able to rap it once, and that take is amazing. We don't do nothing else. And then I may put in like little pieces here and there. But if I kill the first take, I'm through. I'm out of there. Like, my verse is done. I'm out. You know what I mean? Like, it's over. So it was new to keep reciting those lines over and over and over again, because I was like, what I don't want to do is miss a line. I do not want to miss a line. That's what I kept thinking to myself. And to be honest, it actually helped me, because I was able to say those lines pretty much the same over and over again. So it worked out. Yeah. It worked out. Yeah, it worked out.
Oh yeah.
Indeed.
Thank you again for being. I don't know. This wasn't my first time directing you, because you helped me with some of my MFA projects.
Yeah, and that was fun, man. That was fun, Chris. And that was really my first time.
Right. And
doing any acting.
Ryan is a perfectionist, so that's why I understood the nerves on set. But it was also like, it's AJ and me. Why are you so like?
Well, sis, to be honest, I'm gonna tell you why.
Like
because I know that this was very important to y'all. Y'all put a lot of time and energy, as well as Monica, I know, and as well as Krishana, I know, and the rest of the crew. Y'all put a lot of energy in this. And one thing for sure is, when someone asks me to do anything for them, especially in this type of, like, this caliber of something asked of me, I just wanted it to be right. And that's just how I was about it. I just wanted it to be right. My logic was, okay, look, even if it's not like you got all these lines in the world, dude, remember your lines. And as long as you hit your lines and they good with it, hey, walk off proud. You did your job. That's kind of like where I was with it. So,
yeah.
But yeah, that's what it was. It wasn't even the fact that I was uncomfortable, because I wasn't uncomfortable around y'all at all. It was just me, as you mentioned, you called it just how you saw it. I'm a perfectionist in that way. I have to get it right. If I don't, I'm going to say, no, I want to do it again until I get it right. That's just how I am, so hey, it worked out. It worked out. That's all that matters. That is all that matters.
Superstar.
Here you go, man. Here you go. Here you go.
Superstar.
All about situationship, buddy. All about situationship.
Well, thank you for coming on, Ryan. I had not talked about you, but I had mentioned you were coming. I was hoping that you would be able to get on with us before we got off. So, but yeah, and thank you for being a part of it, because AJ had scripted a lot of people in our series, and I think you were the only original one that actually made it to set.
Actually, yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So thank you again.
Appreciate that.
Oh, we can't hear you, man.
Okay, let's see. Can y'all hear me now?
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Okay, I was just saying thank y'all. I didn't know that. I didn't know that I was the only one that was actually wrote in and lasted enough to actually do the scene. So thank y'all. I appreciate it, for real. Humbly, I really, really appreciate it. And I had a lot of fun. Look, y'all got me out the house, man. Being a dad is also a lot of work. So look, that was a release for me, just to kind of get out and do something different, because I've been in dad mode a lot lately. I want y'all to know that. So I've been going hard, making sure that the family's straight. So just to get out for a second, do something different is always fun. So I thank y'all and appreciate y'all for having me. And much love.
For sure, man.
Thank you.
Yep.
Chris, do you have anything else?
You have any other questions for Ryan?
No, I don't.
Monica,
I think,
or AJ?
no, I don't. I'm actually just excited for this next episode, so we can just really talk about this show in the fullness.
For sure.
Right.
For sure. I know it's gonna be great.
That's definitely what I'm looking forward to.
Yes, indeed.
So
I do have one question.
I'm kind of nervous about the feedback for the final episode. So
oh, don't be.
Season finale.
Don't be. Nah.
Season finale.
Don't be.
I'm kind of nervous.
Ready for that one.
Right.
I mean, I think they're gonna receive it well. I think the people
Monica,
are gonna receive it.
The way you was looking just then, you got me kind of excited about this episode, man. Man, she got really into it. She was like, I'm ready for that. Like, okay, all right. Well, look, I'm ready to watch it too, y'all.
Yeah,
I'm ready to watch it too.
It's gonna be awesome, man. Y'all gonna definitely love it. It's y'all gonna love it.
Right.
Oh man,
I do have this question for you though, Saelah. What if you had gotten to Shay, what would you have said?
If I know Saelah well, which I think I do, I think he would have walked up to her and said, you know, I thought the poem was nice. Maybe we should get together and talk. Something like that.
Monica, what do you think Shay would have said to
The humble
to
superstar?
You know.
You know what? I really believe that Shay would have told Saelah basically just an in-person apology. You know, just sorry for what she put him through, and you know, does she really see the bigger picture now? You know, and just asking for his forgiveness in person. You know, just to see what his reaction was. You know, how he felt after listening to that, and just getting, you know, him acknowledging the fact that she made a trip up there, read a whole poem in his term. You know, like that's a give me
deal.
some brownie points.
I mean, you got 10 points. I mean, they may bump it up to 25 just because they like you.
I think he would have been like, yo, I got the popcorn and the hot sauce at the house. Like, what's up?
Oh, you know what?
It's still in the microwave.
It's still in the microwave. It's still in the microwave. You left so abruptly the last time. So like,
you just slaughtered her in the poem, and then she flipped it back on you. And that was my other thing, because I was like, I wonder if people are gonna think that she ran off like Rena did, like she was gone.
Yeah.
When she got up.
Yeah.
Right.
Then it was like,
it's like, yeah, he 2 for 2. Yeah, 2 for 2.
Right. He ran both of them off. He was like, oh, I got you. I'm gonna switch this poem up because you got to go too.
Right.
Yes.
But she did the double back on that thing and had him all in his feelings.
Oh yeah.
Right. Then sat at the bar like, come on.
Right,
come on.
waiting for you. And I made that Shirley Temple for her. Yep. Nah, that's
sure.
Y'all gonna love this next episode though, and it's sad to say it's the last episode. So.
Which is crazy, man. It's crazy.
So what you guys should just do is just go back to episode 1 and watch it over every week as if we had just watched it over again. Just to give yourself something to do, because we appreciate the views as we go through this process. So
yeah, just binge watch 1 through 6.
Right. We have, because I'm working on these like mailer boxes to send out to people. I'm gonna be doing giveaways all week, leading up to the finale or whatever. So next week after our finale chat, I'm calling it binge week, because I think there are a lot of people that are just waiting for the last episode to go and watch everything in one.
Okay.
So I want to encourage binging so we can get these numbers up.
All right, well, binge week, guys. Get ready. Let me see. Let's give them a date for binge week to start. August 2nd, binge week start.
When is our finale? Yeah.
The
next
finale.
Sunday, we're gonna have our live chat.
And
then that whole week after that is gonna be binge week.
All right, binge week start August 2nd, guys. So get ready. Tell your mama and them and cousins and folks to watch it. I mean, our episodes are gonna be up. Yeah, and we're gonna be giving away stuff. So
for sure.
So Christy, what's that process on the giveaway? The giveaways. Hello?
I'm going live tomorrow night
to
talk about it. So it's gonna be like, you need to be some stuff I've already picked, because I want people to try to get active after the fact. So, but watch our social media, watch YouTube, and some of it is going to be trivia that you actually have to watch our content to get the answers to. So,
all right. So yes, we're going to tune in tomorrow.
Watch Saelah react, watch the behind the scenes, watch everything.
Ooh. All right. Well, tune in tomorrow, 7:00, right?
Yep.
7:00. Christy's gonna tell you how to get involved with these giveaways to get you some good stuff. So yeah, watch, join, tune in, share, like, and all that good stuff. Anything you guys want to say before we head out?
I love y'all.
Oh, thank you. I need to hear that.
Experience with each and every one of you, all of our audience. our fans, our family, friends, our supportive group, everyone. We appreciate everything you've done from the start to the finish. So stick with us all the way to the very, very end, please.
Thank you.
Indeed. We appreciate you guys. We love you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you
You
next
gonna be
week.
back next week, Monica? For the chat, I mean.
Oh, wait, let me think. Next week? Well, I'll be out of town, but I might pop in.
Okay. Okay. All right. Sorry, Peter.
Oh, no. You good? AJ, you coming back next week?
I definitely should be. I'm gonna definitely try and pop in.
And we'll have some other guests next week as well. So tune in. This is gonna be awesome. Our final chat.
Yay!
So sad.
Oh.
But we love you. We gotta go. Deuces.
Thank y'all for joining us. Like I said, pay attention to the social media. We'll be talking about the giveaways, giving away some books, situationships books, and the box. I'm still working on the box. This is a mock-up box of goodies for you to have while you binge watch. Follow us on Instagram, Situationships the series. Follow us on Twitter, Situationship TV. Follow us on like on Facebook and subscribe here. And we'll see you next week. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Ryan, AJ, Monica, KJ. Shout out to Mary Kay Jones. We weren't able to get her on tonight, but hopefully next week. And thank y'all. Join us in the cafe group and we'll keep chatting. All right. See you next week. Thanks to everybody who joined us in the comments. Cloud9, Preppy, Donovan, who else was in there? Damien. Thank y'all all. And thank y'all for the support. Most of all. I appreciate it. Bye.